Okay, with the completion of the ankle and feet, the next part of Inmoov's legs is the tibia. So I've printed the left foot so far, or left leg tibia. These are the lower portion, and this is the upper portion, which goes this way. Now, it's a nice tight fit and doesn't appear to be quite square. I'm not sure the reason behind that. Now, knowing Gael, he would have used ABS or printed in ABS and didn't use acetone to provide a chemical weld. Since acetone doesn't work on the PLA that I've used, I'm going to weld it instead using a 3D pen. To hold it in roughly the right shape, I'm going to use some rubber bands. This will help apply a bit of pressure while I tack it. And then I'll weld the two parts of the tibia together and probably weld it to the upper ankle piece. Now, I've learned from past experience, when welding, weld at 200 degrees C. So that's heating now. So I'm going to work on one side to start with and tack the upper and lower sections. After I've tacked those, I'll do a seam down the middle, or tack in a few more places even. A little bit of crackling from it. Good indication that there's a bit of moisture in the filament still. But these are offcuts, and that's not uncommon with my offcuts. Okay, so I need to apply some downward pressure. So the easiest way to do that is to use a clamp. But the table being hard and smooth would tend to cause it to slide off when I apply a sideways force, which I plan to do. So a bit of non-slip matting. Okay, with that clamped down properly now, we can look at actually welding again. Okay, so the next step after all of the welding is to give it a sand or a file around where the seams are, make sure we got it all, and we'll have a look at it after that. Okay, so after some filing and some sanding, it feels not too bad. I think the next trick, because there was a slight discoloration in the filament, different types of filament or different brands of filament, I think the best shot will be to give it a paint job. The print up this end didn't come out as well as I would have liked. It's got some grooves on it, layer lines, and the filament was not extruding properly at one point and left a couple of grooves in. So I've got some spray filler which I'll apply and sand back and then hit it with some paint. Now when you look at the rest of my build, it's got spots of red, black and white on it. I think with the legs I might go with the red again, and we'll see how she looks. In the meantime, the rest of the leg tibia has printed out, and I've just put it together. I haven't welded it yet, so I'm going to weld that one up. I'll give it the sand and then we'll put them both through the paint at the same time. So let's get into it. Okay, so you can see this is now welded up. You can actually see the ridge from the welding. It does stand out quite a bit. Being a white plastic with a nice bright white light behind me, it does flare a little bit in the camera, so it's a bit harder to see. But the next trick with this one is to file and then sand, and hopefully that'll end up the same as this one, where it's reasonably smooth, hard to see where the welds are, hard to feel anyway. There's a little bit of roughness in there, some of that's from the print. So spray putty, or sand the other one, spray putty them both and paint them both. And I think the nice red will be a good colour. I'll get back to you after that. Okay, so after some sanding and some spray putty and a bit of a sand back on that, I think I'm just about ready to start painting. And then we'll see how the tibias look after that. Okay, so I've got a coat of paint on Inmoov's leg, on the tibia section, and assembled to the feet. So they're not looking too bad. Could have done a better job with the welding, but it hasn't come out too bad. I've started printing the knees, and they're not looking too bad. There's there. So I'll call this a wrap on the tibia print and preparation. They're attached to the ankles and the feet. And we'll start working on the knees. So we'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe, click on the like, ring that notification bell, and we'll see you in the next video.